They hung her by her feet from a tree. After beating her, they set her on fire. And she was pregnant, so they cut her stomach open. And when the baby fell, the unborn baby fell, they stomped on it. They stomped on it. Then they riddled her body with 60 bullets. After all that, they left her there to die. Her name is Mary Turner. She was a 21-year-old black woman, married to Hayes Turner. And the reason this happened to her is because a white plantation owner who was known for brutalizing his slaves. This is 1918, by the way. Slavery was supposed to be emancipated in 1865. But anyway, a white slave owner was killed by his enslaved African for being brutal. When word got out that he had died, a large mob of white men and women went around killing 13 black women and children and men all over Valdosta, Georgia. Hayes Turner, who was Mary's husband, had nothing to do with the killing of Mr. Smith, but the mob lynched him anyway. One of the 13 victims was riddled with 120 bullets while hanging from a tree. Now, like I said, Mary's husband, Hayes Turner, was lynched. Mary found out about this, and she knew the names of everyone that was involved, and she decided to expose it and tell the world, hey, my husband and these 13 victims need justice. The mob did not like that at all. And if you don't know, it's 1918. You know that the white community would have done tremendously worse for less. So imagine how they felt when they were exposed. That is when they dragged her to the middle of Valdosta, Georgia, to Little River, beat her, strung her up by her feet upside down, set her on fire, cut her stomach open, stomped on her baby, and shot her over 60 times. She was 21 years old. I'm 25. My little sister's 21. Niggers who are veterans are making a mistake thinking they can live in white residential areas. We burned your house down to let you know that your presence is not wanted among white people. You should know by now that we mean business. Since you are a veteran, we are warning you for the last time to clear out. If you weren't a veteran, you would be dead by now. Usually the Klan strikes without warning, but since you are a veteran, we have been unusually kind in giving you a chance to save your hide. This was a letter left on the ashes of a house owned by a black veteran who just got home from World War II. He was one of 900,000 black veterans that came home from World War II and was met with this sort of thanks but no thanks for your service. Believe it or not, this didn't happen in the South, not even the Midwest, which is equally as racist as the South. This took place in Palo Alto, California in 1946. Now, it's no denying that black people were never really welcomed in this country, and our service for this country has never really been given a proper thank you, especially by the majority of the citizens in this country, white people. And it was very evident in World War I and II. Now, although there are a multitude of stories of soldiers being in the service, being discriminated against, and having the most horrible, racially motivated crimes committed against them, this is actually going to be talking about once they got back home, after enduring all that overseas, coming back home. What did the black soldiers come home to? So the nationwide practice of meeting black soldiers at the bus stations, I mean, like they just flew home from overseas and you have to get on a bus to go home to actually get to your house. There was a nationwide practice of white people that would meet these black soldiers at the bus stations, beat them, kill them, threaten them, make their life hell, just to remind them, hey, you're back home and you are still nothing to us. Thank you, but no thank you. And once you did make it home, they also had people stationed in the neighborhoods to remind you you may have made it home, but you won't be here long. Hundreds of thousands of black homes were burned or bombed to send this message. Mind you, these are veterans. Now, I don't want you to think that black people just took this. No, there were a number of black groups, specifically veterans, who fought the KKK. I mean, to arms with the KKK. Because who are you playing with? I'll go into that.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and glory to my power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all four elect. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. I'm the brother Kodar from the GMS branch of Chicago, coming back with another video. And this video is going to be another history lesson going into perpetual hatred. All right. I forgot what episode. Okay, but this painting right here, or this drawing. Okay, it says, as you can see, it says in self-defense. All right, I didn't even try to highlight that actually. That was just through the spirit. It says, Salakia. All right, it says, if I hadn't killed you, you would have grown up to rule me. Okay, and that's how these Edomites feel, man. All right, that perpetual hatred. All right, and as a matter of fact, I got this from the. I'll read the description here. It says, in self-defense. All right, that's funny, man. It says 1876, a editorial cartoon by A.B. Frost depicts a how the fuck do you say that word? Caricatured former Confederates in the U.S. South with a knife and a smoking gun in his hand, standing over the corpse of an African American toddler. All right, let me look that word up. Cartoon. Okay. All right. It says, Southern Chiv, if I hadn't killed you, you would have grown up to rule me. All right. It says Chiv's a sarcastic reference to supposedly chivalrous Southern U.S. culture. Quote letter to suggest rural dialect and more conventional English. If I hadn't killed you, you have grown up to rule me. But that's the point. Esau has that perpetual hatred towards our people. Okay, and even though he's had his people has had a 500-year head start. Okay, he still finds himself in the same predicament. All right, that curses is being put on our enemies, man. These Edomites. Okay. And the fact that they've done all this to hold our people back, all right, then they'll turn around and talk shit about our people. Like you aren't setting up the stumbling blocks. Like you aren't putting the drugs in the neighborhood and pushing the wickedness out. Okay? Like you aren't taking the father out the house. All right? This is the devil we talking about, man. All right, and there's been a lot of tension between Jacob and Esau, man. The scripture said I'll put enmity between thee and the woman's seed. All right, paraphrasing that scripture. So there's a lot of hatred. All right, and it's about to go down, man, very soon. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai is rousing up Judah. Okay? You look online, hey, Jacob's fed up with these Edomites, man. And that's exactly what these Edomites been waiting for. Okay? Hey, this picture just fucking boils my spirit, man. All right, these Edomites have a lot to pay for. And they will. They will, man. As a matter of fact, let me grab this Ezekiel 35. That's the spirit. Matter of fact, let me grab this real quick. Psalms 55 and verse 20. It says, I was about to get that Ezekiel. The Lord said, nope, grab this first. It says, he have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He have broken his covenant. That's exactly what Esau Edom have done. Over 500, 600 peace treaties has been broken by him. All right, when it comes to the Native Americans. Look at the peace treaties that he's broken. All right, even recently, I'll bring up something recent with the Iranians. You can't trust this devil. He's not to be trusted. Okay? And the whole world is realizing that. All right, Jake is realizing it. The Iranians are realizing it. Okay, it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. All right, and this nigga, he'll try to be a quote-unquote friend. You know, pat you on your back, call you buddy, charm you up. All right? It says, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. All right, so this devil's ultimate goal, his ultimate goal is to destroy you. All right, as a nation, to exterminate us as a nation. And we've and we know that, man. Look at the beginning. Look at Cain. Look at Esau. All right, look at all the wickedness this nigga Esau done did, man. All right, look at Haman. These fucking Edomites, man, they all got the same goal, which is to exterminate us, to cut us off from being a nation. All right, that's Psalms 83. All right, along with the other heathens, but Esau Edom is in the forefront. He has that perpetual hatred towards us, man. You know, so it's important as an Israelite to know who your enemies are. See, a lot of our people walking around, they don't know who their fucking enemies are. All right? And that's a major disadvantage when you go on a war. This is Spirit 144, call all Yellow Shema Shai. That is a major disadvantage. You don't even know who your enemies is, man. You don't even know who's your opposition. You're just going around hee ha ha and with everybody, man. All right? Next thing you know, this nigga take you out to a little island and put you to death in a pool party. All right? Look at this dude, Nolan Wells, man. Trusting these fucking devils. All right? These devils envy us. They hate us. All right? But yet they love us at the same time because of how cold Jake is as a nation. But yet they envy us, man. You know? They want to kill us. They want to exterminate us. All right? Hey, we see it all the time. All right? Hey, brothers have a spiritual eye, man. We could read these people's spirits. All right? I have a lot of encounters where I peep Edomites, you know, just straight up hating, you know, just straight up evil eye. You know, you could tell if you were alone with this guy, you know, and you were off guard, because the Edomites are cowards, man. Or you were outnumbered. All right? This nigga will literally try to kill you, bro. You know? So, hey, this nigga has a lot to pay for, man. All right, look at this shit, man. Esau's wicked as fuck. All right, Esau wicked as fuck, man. It's the book of Ezekiel 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. And the word perpetual means everlasting, forever. Okay? If you got a perpetual hatred for somebody, you've always hated them. All right? Hey, you hated them yesterday, you'll hate them today, and you're going to hate them tomorrow. That's how the Edomites as a nation feel about the Israelites, man. That's how they feel about us. All right, it says, that has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. All right? Hey, this devil did more than he should, man. So he has to pay for that. He overplayed his part. Okay? It says, verse 6, therefore as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood. So the Lord is preparing you unto blood, man. And blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. Hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to end up exterminating you fucking, you Edomites, man. Okay? You and your Shedamite woman, man. Yeah, well, fuck them. But that's about it. All right, we know that bitch our enemy too. Okay, but on the flip side, as a matter of fact, I'll grab this Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Hey, because these Edomite women have been complaining about their man. You know, their Edomite counterpart. Okay? They've been divided now, man. Okay? They've been calling them disgusting. All right, man. You know, the elder brother Jeremiah, man, show me a crazy video, man. You know, of a woman exposing her Amalekite ex-husband or some shit. You know, hey, these Edomite women are disgusted by their men, or how evil they are, man. Okay, but that's the curses being put on this nigga Esau. All right, on our enemies, man. It says, and the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon our enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Right. Our Esau set up all these drugs in these neighborhoods. Okay, to further jack our people up, but is jacking his own people up. Okay, his people are on the majority of the what do you call that? Salakia. What do you call that? The welfare, man. Okay, so the curse is being put on Esau Edom. All right, and I mentioned a point earlier that I wanted to read. This is the book of Habakkuk 2 and verse 15. It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. All right, right. For example, this nigga giving the woman benefits, the household benefits. If they get the man out of the house, they kick the man out of the house. All right. Hey, so the scripture says if he do it good, he do it for unwillingly. To the blind, I be like, oh, okay. All you gotta do is get the man out there. It's no big deal. Women can raise children by themselves, right? Hell, we got some extra money. We got some extra food. Then these niggas grow up to be the daughter grow up to be a thought, disrespectful, emotional. The son grow up to be emotional. All right? Probably grow up to be a sodomite. All right, grow up to be a little nigger. All right, this nigga's doing 8-hour shifts with Esau, teaching him nothing but wickedness and shit that doesn't even matter. Not being disciplined by his father because his father's not in the house. All right. So that little folly that kids, always they naturally have, man, it's not beat out of them. It's not disciplined out of them. OK. Then who do they grow up listening to? Fucking Chief Keef. This nigga grew up to be a whole degenerate. OK. Hey, daughter grows up to be a whole degenerate, a thought. That's what she sees as manly, a nigger. She sees a nigger as being manly, man. Then they raise nigger children. All right. That's the process of Esau Edom, man. And Jake is all fucked up, man. And then it says that puttest thy bottle to him and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Right. Esau Edom is looking upon our people's nakedness. He sees the condition that we're in, but he caused it. All right. Then you turn around and make fun of Jake. You laugh at our people. But nigga, you caused this. Okay. He caused this condition, man. He caused Jake to be put in these positions. Hey, they stopped teaching trade in school for a reason. Because Jake was coming out of slavery already good to go. All right. It says, thou art filled with shameful glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Hey, shameful spewing is being put on this devil's glory. All right, all the things that he's bragged about. All right, hey, what they call that stuff? Not divine. Something that he I can't even think of it, man. Destiny, manifested destiny, or something like that. But brothers understand what I mean. It slipped my mind, man. I believe it's that manifested destiny. But he says all this belongs to him. He started all this when all of it is a fucking lie. All right. Shameful spewing is being put on this devil's glory, man. The whole world is finding out that he's a rape robber and a murderer. Okay. The whole world is finding out this, man. His own woman is got the jungle fever, man. They dealing with Jake, northern kingdom and southern kingdom. Esau tries to shame them by calling them mud sharks, or they ruining the bloodline. All right, nigga, your bloodline's already ruined, man. You're fucking red. Okay. All right, you're the wicked, man. You're slated for destruction. Your bloodline is already through. Okay. All right. Hey, and as a matter of fact, let me go to Sirach 25 because we're living to see the downfall of our enemies, man. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. That's the second time that's happened. This Sirach 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So you should never trust your enemy, man. It doesn't matter what he does or what he says. Never trust him. All of our people that has trusted him has paid the price. All right. As it says in the book of Maccabees, when they gave him credence, he smote the city and burnt it. Credence means to trust. All right. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So his wickedness has always been there. It's not going to go away. He can't change. That's That's his spirit that was given to him. All right. And as a matter of fact, we just passed that Habakkuk 2. All right. You read up. All right. It says his spirit is not upright in him. Okay. Habakkuk 2 and 1 through 5. All right. It says, verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Okay. He neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. All right, look at Haman. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. All right, so you fucked. Like, damn. All right, it says, who will pity a charmer that's been with a serpent, or such as come nigh a wild beast? All right, so you trusting in a fucking snake. All right, and when you get bent, hey, nobody's gonna be shocked. Nobody's gonna be surprised. You shouldn't have been playing with that snake. Same thing for you niggas that try to trust in Esau, man. All right, now I'll grab the Sirach 25 and 7. All right, and as you see in the clips before you, all right, this is the devil, man. I got 2 clips before this video, you know, of Israelite men coming back from World War II and the wickedness Esau Edom has just done to them, man. Okay, and the Israelite woman that was hanged. All right, after her husband was hanged, she was pregnant. All right, Esau took her. All right, and hanged her. All right, opened up her womb and stumped the baby out, man. This is the devil. All right, because some jakes put their masters, their quote unquote slave masters, their slave masters to death because of cruelty, man. All right, this is the devil, man. It's Sirach 25 verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, or in my mind to be happy. And the 10th I will utter of my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. Right now we're living to see the fall of our enemy. This process is beautiful. Okay, and soon enough he's going to be in chains. All right, Psalms 149 and verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. All right, in the kingdom, man. All right. It says, let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a 2-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people. Okay. So we're going to execute vengeance upon the heathen, man. All right. As it says in the book of Maccabees. All right. Recompense fully the heathen. All right. We're going to recompense them, man. We're going to get our get back. Okay. They're going to have to drink of that cup double. All right, verse 8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. So they're going to be put in slavery. To execute upon them the judgment written, dishonor have all his saints, praise you the Lord. Hey, so we're going to execute the judgment written. They're going to be in captivity. They're going to be fucking exterminated. All right, Obadiah 1, and I'll read verse 15, and I'll skip on down. It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So they're gonna get their reward, man. Okay, and this world puts a positive connotation on the word for reward when it could be good or bad. Same thing for consequence. The word consequence, that could be good or bad. All right, but this world has a negative connotation towards that word. All right, but I'll read I'll keep reading Salaki. It says, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down. They shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. All right, we're going to possess our possessions, man. It says, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them, and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Lord hath spoken, and he's going to get destroyed, exterminated. So call Allah Yahweh Shem Al-Shai, man. Hey, we won't be, this devil won't be among us for too long, man. You know, he has to be destroyed. Okay? All right, because everywhere he goes, Salaki, the spirit, do what the spirit do. Wickedness follows. All right, as a matter of fact, I'm grabbing the blue letter, Isaiah 14 and 21. sure I grab that NLT with it. I just like this one. All right, this is the Elder Malcolm was one of his favorites, man. It says, I'll read in the KJV first, of course. All right, it says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So they have things, they have the pay. That they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Right, because as soon as they start to rise, possess the land, fill the world with their cities, wickedness follows. Look at Alexander and his generals. All right, in their bloodline. Okay, to this day. Verse 21, kill this man's children. Let them die because of their father's sins. They must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities. So call Allah, Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai, Hashem Kakodash. Lord willing, that's edifying. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, and a Bible Ball.